Unraveling the bond between dogs and humans. Researchers have discovered that dogs share a profound emotional connection with their owners, mirroring the affection we feel for them. This special bond showcases how these loyal companions aren't just pets, they become integral family members. Studies indicate that when dogs gaze into our eyes, they release the hormone oxytocin, the same one that helps strengthen human relationships, creating a feeling of love and trust. In return, owners often feel happier and less stressed with their furry friends around. Activities like playing fetch or simply snuggling on the couch foster this connection further. It's incredible to think that this mutual affection has evolved over thousands of years. So the next time your dog looks at you with those big, soulful eyes, remember that it's more than just a look. It's a loving bond that's been nurtured through time. Isn't that amazing? Did you know that your brain has 100 billion neurons? This astounding number makes the brain one of the most complex organs in the human body. Most of these neurons, about 55 to 70 billion, are found in the cerebellum, a small but crucial part of the brain located at the back of your head. The cerebellum is primarily responsible for motor control and coordination, allowing you to perform daily activities like walking, typing, or playing sports. It's like your body's command center for movement, ensuring your actions are smooth and precise. This intricate network of neurons communicates rapidly to fine-tune your motor skills. So the next time you balance on a bicycle or catch a ball, remember that your cerebellum and its billions of neurons are working hard to make those movements possible. Isn't our brain fascinating? Uncover the tragic fate of the USS Akron. In 1933, the USS Akron, a magnificent U.S. Navy airship, met its tragic end during a fierce storm in the Atlantic Ocean. This impressive vessel was designed to carry out reconnaissance missions and serve as a flying aircraft carrier. However, as it was navigating turbulent skies, disaster struck. The storm's powerful winds and unforgiving weather conditions led to a catastrophic crash, resulting in the loss of 73 lives, making it one of the deadliest air disasters in history. The loss was deeply felt not just by the families of the crew, but also by the nation, which had invested heavily in airship technology during that era. The Akron's fate raised questions about the safety of airships in their future in military operations. Despite the tragedy, it opened the door for advancements in aviation safety and design. Today, the story of the USS Akron serves as a reminder of the risks associated with early aviation and the courage of those who ventured into the skies. Why exactly do wild dogs run up trees? In Africa, these fascinating animals display a surprising behavior. They often leap up onto tree trunks while urinating. This unusual act isn't just for show. It's thought to help them look bigger to other animals, making them feel more confident and assertive. Furthermore, scent marking plays a crucial role in canine communication. By urinating in high places, wild dogs can leave their scent where it's more easily detected by others, announcing their presence to potential rivals or mates. This behavior can be especially important in the wild, where territory and social hierarchy can mean the difference between survival and not. So next time you think about wild dogs, remember that their tree-climbing antics are more than just quirky behavior. They're part of a complex world of communication and social interaction that keeps them connected in their challenging habitats. Meet the giant lemon that defies fruit standards. This extraordinary citrus fruit discovered recently is turning heads and challenging everything we know about fruit sizes. Imagine a lemon so big it could practically serve as a centerpiece at your dinner table. This true food wonder has been dubbed the citrus giant and is making waves in the agricultural community. Typically, lemons are small, bright yellow fruits usually fitting comfortably in your palm. However, this giant lemon can weigh several pounds and measures over a foot in length. Researchers believe that its unusual size may be due to specific growing conditions, such as nutrient-rich soil and adequate water supply. The discovery not only showcases nature's surprises, but also raises questions about how environmental factors can influence fruit development. Will this giant lemon inspire farmers to grow even bigger fruits? The world of agriculture may be in for a tasty revolution. Did you know Oreos have looked the same since 1912? These beloved cookies, with their iconic black and white design, have a fascinating history that dates back over a century. When the Oreo was first introduced in New York, it was revolutionary, combining a rich, dark chocolate cookie with a sweet, creamy filling. What's incredible is that the Oreo hasn't changed much since its creation. The classic design, featuring the raised lettering and intricate patterns, has remained a staple, offering a sense of nostalgia to those who indulge in them. Every twist and dunk remains a part of American culture, whether enjoyed in milk or as an ingredient in desserts. This consistency has helped Oreos become one of the best-selling cookies in the world. So, next time you enjoy an Oreo, remember you're savoring a piece of history that has captivated cookie lovers for over 100 years. Have you ever wondered why the Liberty Bell fell silent? The Liberty Bell, an iconic symbol of American independence, last tolled on George Washington's birthday in 1846. This wasn't just any ordinary day. It marked the 114th anniversary of Washington's birth, and the bell was rung in celebration in honor of the country's first president. However, this joyous occasion turned bittersweet when a crack, which had previously marred its surface, expanded further due to the vibrations of the ringing. Since then, the bell has remained silent, resting in its place at the Liberty Bell Center in Philadelphia. Today, it stands as a poignant reminder of the enduring quest for freedom and justice. Many visitors flock to see it, intrigued by its rich history and the stories it tells about the American Revolution. The Liberty Bell's journey, from its original casting to its last toll, reflects the challenges faced by the young nation and the spirit of resilience that defines America. What does this silent bell symbolize for us today? Have you heard John Krasinski's hilarious audition story? During his audition for the beloved series The Office, John Krasinski unknowingly voiced his concerns about the show's future right in front of one of its key decision-makers, the executive producer. Picture this. A nervous Krasinski candidly shared his worries about how the show might turn out, not realizing the very person he was talking to had a major hand in shaping it. This moment not only highlights Krasinski's honesty, but also adds a layer of humor to the audition process. It's a reminder that even talented actors can feel anxious and uncertain about their roles. Fortunately, the producers saw something in him, and he went on to become the charismatic Jim Halpert, winning the hearts of millions along the way. Isn't it fascinating how unexpected moments can sometimes lead to incredible opportunities? Did you know Raphael Lemkin invented the term genocide? This remarkable Polish-Jewish lawyer introduced the term in 1943 to describe the systematic extermination of a specific group of people. Lemkin was deeply motivated by the disturbing events of World War II, which included the horrific treatment and mass killing of Jews and others. He wanted to ensure that such atrocities would never be overlooked again, so he sought a word that could capture the full horror of these acts. Before this, there was no single word that encompassed the calculated cruelty aimed at entire communities based solely on their identity. Lemkin's passion for justice and human rights led him to advocate for international laws aimed at preventing future genocides. Today, his efforts have had a lasting impact on how we discuss and combat such atrocities, reminding us that we must always strive to protect human dignity. Lemkin's legacy has sparked continued dialogue around the importance of recognizing and addressing injustices. How can we ensure history never repeats itself? This might surprise you. A man wore 60 shirts. In a creative bid to dodge expensive airline baggage fees, a traveler took the concept of packing light to an outrageous level. On an 11.5-hour flight from China to Africa, he decided to wear a whopping 60 shirts layered over each other, along with 9 pairs of jeans. Imagine the sight as he walked through the airport, looking like a walking clothing store. While this extreme strategy certainly raised eyebrows, it highlights the lengths people will go to save money on air travel. Airlines often charge hefty fees for overweight bags, which can be frustrating for passengers. While most of us wouldn't consider wearing a mountain of clothes, this man's bold move shines a light on the quirky extremes linked to flying. So what do you think? Would you ever try something like this? Guess what really drives global pork production? China proudly raises more than half of the world's pigs, boasting over 440 million of these animals, while the United States trails behind with just 73 million. This massive difference highlights China's dominance in the pork industry, a major player on the global stage. Pigs hold a special place in Chinese culture, symbolizing prosperity and good fortune. Pork is not just a staple in the Chinese diet, it is a key ingredient in many beloved dishes, from dumplings to sweet and sour pork. This strong cultural connection fuels the demand for pork within China, influencing its extensive production methods. With such high numbers, China effectively shapes international markets and the global economy's dynamics, impacting prices and trade. As the world's appetite for pork grows, especially in developing countries, can China maintain its position as the top pig producer? You might be shocked to learn that fish can zap. Some fish have incredible abilities to generate electricity, with certain species packing a punch of up to 220 volts. How do they do it? These fish, like the electric eel and the knife fish, are equipped with specialized organs that produce electrical charges. They use these powerful discharges for multiple purposes. For example, when hunting in murky waters, they can stun their prey, making it easier to catch dinner. They also use electricity as a defense mechanism against predators, giving themselves a shocking advantage when threatened. Navigating through dark or cloudy water can be tricky, but these fish rely on their electrical senses to find their way around and communicate with each other. Imagine swimming and sending out electrical pulses to see your surroundings. So the next time you dive into a river or ocean, remember that some fish might just light up your world in an electrifying way. Prepare to be amazed by bear hibernation. Did you know that bears are exceptional survivalists, especially when they hibernate? While they sleep for several months, these magnificent creatures take a break from eating and drinking. Instead of urinating, their bodies cleverly metabolize waste into protein, which helps them survive without food or water. This amazing adaptation means that when they wake up in spring, they don't feel hungry or thirsty. Imagine sleeping all winter and not needing a snack. Bears can lose up to a third of their body weight during this time, yet they emerge healthy and ready to eat again. This unique ability allows them to thrive in harsh environments where food resources are scarce. So next time you think about bears in winter, remember their incredible hibernation process that keeps them alive and well through the cold months. How does nature come up with such amazing tricks? Did you know T-Rex roared with a wild twist? The iconic roar of the Tyrannosaurus Rex in the original Jurassic Park film is actually called the Beuteschüttel sound. This unique sound was crafted by combining various animal noises, including elephants, alligators, and even a baby elephant's trumpet. Sound designers chose these elements to create a chilling and powerful roar that captures the colossal dinosaur's ferocity. Interestingly, this technique emphasizes the creativity involved in filmmaking, where real-life sounds can transform into something truly otherworldly. The goal was to evoke fear and awe, making viewers believe they were witnessing a living, breathing dinosaur. By blending these sounds, the filmmakers delivered a memorable experience that still thrills audiences today. Have you ever thought about how much work goes into a single roar? Here's a wild fact about the halo effect. The halo effect is a fascinating psychological phenomenon that shapes the way we perceive people. Imagine meeting someone for the first time and immediately finding them attractive or likable. This first impression can significantly influence how we view their other traits, even if we barely know them. For example, if we think someone is beautiful, we might also assume they are kind, smart, or funny, even without evidence. This can happen in many settings, like at work or in social situations, where a charming smile might lead us to trust someone more than we should. It's important to be aware of this bias because it can cloud our judgment and lead to unfair assumptions. So next time you're making a first impression, remember that you might be affected by the halo effect too. Let's uncover the truth about Roman beauty fads. In ancient Rome, some wealthy women had an unusual and surprising belief. They thought that applying the sweat of gladiators to their skin would enhance their beauty. This bizarre trend shows just how far people would go in search of perfection. Gladiators, who were trained fighters, were often viewed as symbols of strength and virility. The idea was that their sweat contained some sort of magical charm, perhaps making the skin smoother or more radiant. You can imagine these affluent women attending the exciting arena games, eagerly collecting sweat from their victorious heroes. This quirky practice might sound strange to us today, but it reveals the lengths to which people will go to chase beauty ideals. It also sheds light on the value placed on physical appearance in Roman society, which continues to resonate in today's world, where beauty standards often still captivate our imagination and influence our choices. This might surprise you. Spotted skunks dance before defense. These clever little creatures have a fascinating way of warning would-be predators. Before a spotted skunk sprays its potent, foul-smelling liquid, it performs a quirky display. Imagine a tiny acrobat flipping into a handstand and waving its legs in the air. This unusual behavior serves as a signal, letting animals know to back off. It's not just for show. This daring dance often gives a skunk enough time to escape or prepare for a spray if necessary. Spotted skunks use this technique as a first line of defense, because once they spray, it can take a long time for the smell to fade. Not only does this dance provide a warning, but it also showcases the skunk's agility and unique personality. Next time you encounter one of these skunks, just remember, they might just be putting on a show. Did you know apple seeds contain cyanide? While it might sound alarming, apple seeds actually do hold a small amount of cyanide, a compound that's toxic in high doses. But don't panic. You would need to consume a large quantity of seeds for it to become harmful. This fascinating fact also applies to the pits of other fruits like cherries, apricots, and peaches. In these fruits, the cyanide is bound up in a form called amygdalin, which only produces cyanide when metabolized. It takes a hefty dose of seeds or pits, around several dozen, to put someone at real risk. Still, it's a good idea to avoid eating them just to be safe. Nature's fascinating in how it packages these compounds, reminding us to enjoy fruits with their tasty flesh and be cautious about the other parts. So next time you bite into a crisp apple, you can relish the sweetness without worrying too much about those tiny seeds. Discover Harbin's Magical Ice Festival and its stunning sculptures. Every winter, Harbin, China transforms into an enchanting winter wonderland during its famous Ice and Snow Festival. This spectacular event showcases massive sculptures crafted from ice blocks pulled from the nearby Songhua River. Artists from around the globe come together to create intricate designs, many of which are inspired by traditional Chinese culture, famous landmarks, and fantastical creatures. Once the sun sets, the sculptures come alive with vibrant LED lights, creating a magical atmosphere that captivates thousands of visitors. Attendees can wander through breathtaking ice palaces, slide down icy slides, and even partake in winter sports. With activities for all ages, this festival not only celebrates the beauty of winter, but also demonstrates the incredible talent of ice sculptors. Are you ready to experience this frosty marvel? Ever wondered about R.L. Stine's writing journey? At 81 years old, R.L. Stine, the brilliant mind behind the spooky and thrilling Goosebumps series, is still actively crafting new tales that have captivated young readers for decades. This iconic author is known for his ability to blend humor with horror, making every page a thrilling adventure for kids and adults alike. Surprisingly, Stine shows no signs of slowing down. He's set to release the latest installment of the beloved series in August 2025. Since the first Goosebumps book hit the shelves in 1992, millions of copies have flown off the racks, enchanting children around the world. Stine's unique ability to tap into the fears and imaginations of his readers is what keeps the series alive and fresh. So what thrilling surprises might he have in store for fans in the upcoming book? Did you know Tokelau uses the New Zealand dollar? Nestled in the South Pacific, Tokelau is a unique territory that stands out for a curious reason. It has no official currency of its own. Instead, the island relies entirely on the New Zealand dollar for its transactions. This situation might seem surprising, but it actually highlights Tokelau's ties to New Zealand, reflecting the close relationship between the two. While many countries develop their own currencies to symbolize independence or national identity, Tokelau's economy is closely linked to New Zealand's. This means residents can easily access and use New Zealand dollars for everyday purchases, but they miss out on having their own coins or bills that represent their island culture. Despite this, Tokelau remains a stunning destination known for its natural beauty and rich history. Whether you're buying a coconut or a souvenir, you'll be using that iconic New Zealand dollar. Isn't it fascinating how currency can connect places in unexpected ways? Is it really true that Agassi read Becker's serve? Tennis legend Andre Agassi had a remarkable knack for reading his opponents, and one of his most famous insights came from the way Boris Becker served. Agassi noticed a unique habit. Whenever Becker prepared to serve, he would stick his tongue out in a specific direction. This subtle gesture gave Agassi a vital clue about where the ball was headed. Capitalizing on this advantage, Agassi won 10 out of 11 matches against the talented German player. This story highlights how keen observation and mental acuity can be just as important in sports as physical skill. It's not just about athleticism. Understanding your opponent can turn the tide of a match. Agassi's ability to decipher Becker's tells truly demonstrates the strategic side of tennis. Would you pay close attention to those little details if you were on the court? Why do many body parts have just 3 letters? It's fascinating to think about the human body and its many parts with short 3-letter names. There are 10 of these unique body parts: eye, hip, arm, leg, ear, toe, jaw, rib, lip, and gum. Each one plays a crucial role in our daily lives. For instance, our eyes help us see the world, while our ears enable us to hear sounds around us. Even though these names are brief, the functions they perform are vital to our health and well-being. Interestingly, while we know these simple terms, we often refer to bones like the fibula using abbreviations rather than their full names in casual conversation. It's a fun reminder of how language and anatomy intertwine in our lives. This might surprise you. 3D printing meets photography. A groundbreaking development by a Chinese printer is changing the way we think about images. Using innovative technology, they've combined traditional photography with 3D printing to create stunning 3-dimensional models from simple images. Imagine snapping a regular photo and, within moments, holding a tangible replica in your hands. This fusion of techniques offers incredible possibilities for artists, designers, and even educators. Instead of merely viewing a landscape or a sculpture in a picture, you can now have a miniature version of it, allowing for deeper engagement and appreciation. This technology can revolutionize fields like architecture and product design, where visualizing concepts in 3 dimensions is crucial. The process works by analyzing the different shades and contours in a photograph, then translating those details into a 3D format. As this technology develops, we can expect to see an explosion of creative opportunities, from personalized gifts to unique educational tools. What will you create with this new tech? Here's a wild fact about the tallest sandcastle. In Germany, an astonishing sandcastle towers over 50 feet high, claiming the title of the world's tallest. This incredible feat was no small task. It took more than 100 trucks of sand to create this sandy giant. Built by passionate artists and engineers, the castle showcases the blend of creativity and hard work. Each grain of sand is carefully sculpted to form intricate designs and towering spires, making it look almost like a fairy tale castle. Visitors flock to see this impressive structure, which stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the playful spirit found in large-scale art. Constructing a sandcastle of this magnitude requires careful planning and teamwork, as builders must consider factors like stability and weather. Can you imagine the excitement of seeing such a colossal work of art made entirely from sand? Here's a wild fact about strawberries. Did you know that every tiny seed on the surface of a strawberry is actually a fruit? These seeds, called achenes, are what makes strawberries unique. Each achene contains a seed inside, but they are not how we typically think of fruits. Instead, the fleshy, juicy part we love to eat is known as an accessory fruit. This means that while we enjoy the sweet red flesh, the real fruit is that little seed clinging to its surface. So next time you bite into a strawberry, remember that you're actually enjoying the accessory fruit, and the seeds are the true fruits. Strawberries are fascinating because they challenge our traditional ideas of what a fruit is. They belong to the genus Fragaria and are packed with nutrients, making them a delicious and healthy addition to our diets. Whether tossed in a salad, blended into a smoothie, or eaten fresh, strawberries are not just a treat. They're a feast for both the eyes and the taste buds. Have you ever thought about all the science behind your favorite fruits? Can you believe we waste $43 billion in food each year? This staggering figure represents the unopened food that gets tossed away in the United States annually. To put this into perspective, think about the hungry families and individuals who need this food. If we could redirect even a fraction of that wasted food, it could significantly impact hunger and food insecurity in our communities. The implications of food waste extend beyond just hunger. It contributes to environmental issues like landfill overflow and methane emissions. With simple actions like checking pantry supplies and encouraging proper food storage, we can all play a part in reducing this waste. Innovations like food sharing apps and community fridges also help connect surplus food with those in need. As we learn more about food waste, it becomes clear that addressing this issue is crucial not only for our economy, but also for the health of our planet. This might surprise you. Fire facials in China. In a bold beauty trend, some people in China are trying fire facials, a treatment that claims to rejuvenate skin. The process involves soaking a cloth in alcohol, then lighting it on fire and placing it on the face for quick bursts. This intense heat supposedly encourages blood circulation and collagen production, giving skin a youthful glow. However, it also carries significant risks. Burns and skin damage can occur if not done carefully, and not everyone reacts well to this fiery experience. While some swear by the results, dermatologists caution against it, emphasizing safer alternatives for achieving radiant skin. The question remains, are the benefits worth the risks? Always consult with a professional before trying extreme treatments like this. Ever wondered how butterflies taste flowers? Butterflies have a fascinating way of exploring the world around them, and it goes beyond their vibrant wings. These delicate creatures actually taste with their feet. When a butterfly lands on a flower, tiny sensors on their feet help them detect the chemical composition of the plant. This unique ability is crucial for their survival. By sensing the sweetness or bitterness of a flower, butterflies can decide whether it's a good place to drink nectar or lay eggs. This means that a butterfly's feet play a vital role in finding food and ensuring the next generation has the best chance of thriving. So next time you see a butterfly fluttering from flower to flower, remember that it's not just a pretty sight. It's actively tasting its environment with those amazing feet. Can you imagine tasting your food just by stepping on it? Hard to believe, but monkeys use tools too. Certain monkey species, like macaques, have shown remarkable behavior in using tools to help them find food. These intelligent primates employ stones to crack open hard nuts, showcasing their ability to solve problems much like we do. Imagine a monkey sitting on a rock, picking up a heavy stone and smartly smashing it against a nut until it breaks. A fascinating sight to witness. Additionally, macaques use sticks to fish for insects hiding in tree trunks, demonstrating their resourcefulness. This tool use indicates that monkeys possess advanced cognitive skills, allowing them to adapt to their environment and exploit available resources. So, next time you see a monkey, remember it might just be using a clever tactic to get a tasty snack. How cool is that? Believe it or not, Arctic foxes change their fur color. This fascinating adaptation is crucial for their survival in the icy environments they call home. In winter, Arctic foxes sport a stunning white coat that helps them blend seamlessly into the snowy landscape, making it difficult for predators to spot them. But as the warmer months roll in, these clever creatures shed their white fur, replacing it with a gray-brown coat. This new color provides perfect camouflage against the rocks and tundra, allowing them to hunt effectively and avoid becoming prey themselves. The ability to change fur color not only showcases the amazing versatility of Arctic foxes, but also underscores the incredible ways wildlife adapts to its environment. Nature truly is remarkable, creating such hidden wonders to help animals thrive. So next time you think about Arctic wildlife, remember these clever little foxes and how their seasonal fashion helps them in the harsh Arctic landscape. What if humans are more like strawberries than you think? It may sound surprising, but due to evolution, we share a remarkable amount of our genetic code with many living organisms. For instance, about 60% of human DNA is identical to that of a strawberry. This fascinating fact highlights the interconnectedness of life on Earth. Our DNA carries instructions for our bodies, determining everything from eye color to how we process food. Scientists believe that all living things share a common ancestor, which is why these genetic similarities exist. Whether you're a human, banana, or sea sponge, you can trace your genetic lineage back to that early life form. This discovery not only shows the unity within the diversity of life, but also helps researchers understand diseases, genetics, and even agricultural practices. So next time you munch on a strawberry, remember you're sharing a piece of genetic history with that juicy fruit. Isn't it amazing to think how intertwined our lives are with the natural world? Guess what really drives Halloween spending? Each year, Americans splurge an astonishing $1.5 billion on adult Halloween costumes. That's a serious chunk of change just for dressing up, right? Halloween isn't just for kids. It's a time when grown-ups unleash their creativity and embrace the fun of transformation. From spooky witches to hilarious memes, adults are going all out to find the perfect outfit that showcases their personality or sense of humor. Many people attend costume parties, go to work in themed attire, or participate in community events, prompting this big spending spree. Retailers see a huge boost in sales, and inventive costume ideas flood social media, inspiring even more purchases. As everyone gets into the Halloween spirit, it's fascinating to think about how much effort, creativity, and money goes into making this festive holiday an unforgettable experience for adults across the country. This might surprise you. Bald eagles are great builders. These magnificent birds are famous for their strong pair bonds and impressive nest-building skills. When a pair of bald eagles decides to build a nest, they often work together to create a sturdy home that can reach enormous sizes. These nests are usually built high up in trees, providing a safe haven for their eggs and chicks. What's fascinating is that bald eagles often return to the same nest year after year, making modifications and repairs as needed. Over time, these nests can accumulate massive amounts of materials, sometimes weighing over a ton. This commitment to their nesting site not only shows their bond, but also reflects their ability to thrive in various environments. It's a testament to their resilience and adaptability in the wild. So the next time you see a bald eagle, remember it's not just a bird, but a dedicated architect of its home. Why did scientists give dolphins LSD in the 1960s? Back in the 1960s, a curious group of scientists sought to explore the intellectual boundaries of dolphins, those intelligent marine mammals. They believed that by giving dolphins LSD, they could unlock new pathways to understanding human language. However, the experiment didn't go as planned. Instead of learning new words or mimicking human speech, the dolphins reacted unpredictably, exhibiting erratic behavior that alarmed the researchers. This unexpected turn of events caused significant controversy in the scientific community. Many argued that messing with the dolphins' minds was unethical, leading to serious questions about animal welfare and research. Ultimately, these experiments were cut short, but they left us pondering the vast mysteries of dolphin intelligence and our connection with wildlife. What lessons did we learn from this unusual chapter in science? Have you ever wondered about murder's statute of limitations? Many people believe that there's no time limit for prosecuting murder in every state, but that's just not true. While it's correct that most states allow murder cases to be pursued without a time limit, there are exceptions. For example, some states set specific time frames for certain types of homicide charges, like manslaughter, which can have stricter deadlines. This means that if a certain period passes, prosecutors might not be able to bring those cases to court anymore. On a federal level, murder does indeed have no statute of limitations, which means it can be prosecuted at any time. However, because laws can change from one state to another, understanding this legal landscape is crucial for comprehending how justice is served in each case. Did you know Canada has the most lakes? With a staggering total of 879,800 lakes, Canada stands as the champion of freshwater bodies, surpassing all other countries combined. This incredible statistic highlights not just the quantity, but also the beauty and diversity of the Canadian landscape. From the vast and serene Great Bear Lake in the Northwest Territories to the picturesque Lake Louise in Alberta, these lakes provide stunning views and a plethora of recreational activities. Fishing, kayaking, and hiking around these natural wonders attract millions of visitors every year. Interestingly, many of these lakes were formed by ancient glaciers that carved out depressions in the land, creating perfect reservoirs for snowmelt and rainwater. Besides being a playground for outdoor enthusiasts, these lakes also play a crucial role in local ecosystems, providing habitats for countless species of fish, birds, and aquatic plants. So whether you're a nature lover, an adventurer, or simply someone who enjoys a good view, Canada's lakes offer something special for everyone. Did you know that supernovas are stellar fireworks? When a massive star, like those found in our universe, uses up its nuclear fuel, it can't hold itself up any longer. This triggers a dramatic collapse under its own gravity, leading to an astonishing explosion known as a supernova. These cosmic events are not just spectacular, they release an incredible amount of energy, equivalent to the brightness of an entire galaxy for a short period. After the explosion, elements created within the star are scattered across space, contributing to the formation of new stars and planets. Supernovas are brief, lasting only a few weeks to months, but they play a vital role in the universe's recycling process. They also create heavy elements like gold and platinum, which eventually can end up in jewelry on Earth. How amazing is it that these colossal explosions can shape the universe around us? Did you know skunks have a unique defense strategy? These fascinating creatures are famous for their potent spray, which serves as a powerful deterrent against predators. However, skunks are not aggressive and prefer to avoid confrontation. Before resorting to their spray, they offer clear warnings like stomping their feet or raising their tails, signaling that they wish to be left alone. This behavior highlights their preference for peaceful avoidance rather than direct conflict. If a predator pays no heed to these warnings, the skunk will then unleash its spray, which can be detected from miles away and can cause irritation. It's interesting to note that skunks will never bite and spray at the same time. They want to conserve their potent defense mechanism for genuine threats. This combination of warning behaviors and the impressive ability to control their spray makes skunks intriguing animals. The balance between warning signs and their defense illustrates how nature often favors both peaceful coexistence and survival strategies. Can you think of other animals that use similar tactics? Have you seen a vampire crab in the wild? This intriguing creature, scientifically known as Geosusaurma dennerli, is one of nature's hidden gems. Found in mangrove forests, the vampire crab comes alive at night, showcasing its vibrant purple shell paired with bright orange or yellow eyes. These striking colors not only make them stand out, but also help them blend into their natural habitat. Fascinating camouflage. They thrive in humid environments where they scurry along the forest floor, foraging for food like fruits, insects, and detritus. What's even more captivating is their behavior. They often display unique social interactions, communicating with each other through gestures and movements. This makes them not just visually stunning, but also engaging to observe. As you explore the fascinating world of these charming crustaceans, you'll quickly realize that the vampire crab is more than just its name suggests. So if you ever get a chance to encounter one, consider yourself lucky to witness such a rare and colorful marvel of nature. Have you ever seen a lizard blink? Lizards are fascinating creatures that showcase a unique ability to move their eyelids, allowing them to blink and keep debris out of their eyes. For many lizards, such as iguanas, this means they can fully close their eyes to sleep or shield themselves from intense sunlight. Imagine falling asleep while your eyelids protect you from the glaring sun. However, not all lizards share this trait. For example, geckos lack movable eyelids entirely. Instead, they sport a special protective scale called a spectacle that covers their eyes. This adaptation is vital for their survival, as it helps them stay alert and watchful for any lurking predators. The contrast between iguanas and geckos highlights the incredible diversity of adaptations in the lizard family, showing how different habitats shape their features and behaviors. So next time you spot a lizard, take Take a moment to appreciate its amazing eyes and the clever ways they've adapted to thrive in their environments. Did you know Julia Roberts met Daniel Moder filming The Mexican? This engaging 2000 romantic comedy is much more than just another love story. It's where Julia Roberts crossed paths with her future husband, cinematographer Daniel Moder. Although the film features a quirky plot centered around a hitman and a stolen Mexican pistol, it played a crucial role in the real-life romance that blossomed behind the scenes. While filming in Mexico, the sparks flew between Roberts and Moder, leading to a relationship that matured into marriage just a few years later. Their connections showcased the enchanting power of cinema, not only in storytelling but also in forging real-life bonds. The chemistry caught the attention of fans and added an extra layer to the film's charm. As the film combined humor, adventure, and a touch of romance, it unknowingly set the stage for a romance that would capture the public's heart. The movie became a memorable milestone in both their careers and personal lives. How amazing is it that a film can create such lasting connections? Did you know kids dislike clones? A fascinating study aimed at improving children's understanding of pets found that 250 kids had some pretty strong opinions about clones. When researchers asked them about cloning, it turned out many children didn't hold back their feelings. They used unique terms like detestees and crinders to express their negative feelings toward cloned animals. This reveals a lot about how children perceive life and what makes pets special to them. It seems they have a natural instinct that values the uniqueness of each living being. Cloning, which creates copies of animals through scientific processes, can feel unnatural and unsettling to kids. They associate pets with companionship and individuality, leading to their disagreements with cloning. This study not only sheds light on children's views, but also opens up a conversation about ethics in science. So what does this mean for the future of cloning in pets? Could we be missing something valuable in understanding how young minds connect with animals? Ever thought about why wood frogs can survive winter? These fascinating creatures found in Alaska have an incredible adaptation that allows them to literally hold their urine for up to 8 months. When winter sets in and temperatures drop, food becomes scarce, so the frogs enter a hibernation-like state to conserve energy. During this long stretch without eating, their bodies have a clever way of recycling waste. Special microbes in their gut transform the urea in their stored urine into nitrogen, which the frogs can use to stay alive. This not only sustains them, but also helps them endure the freezing conditions. Isn't it amazing how nature equips creatures like the wood frog with such remarkable survival strategies? Their unique methods remind us of the wonders of evolution and the intricate relationships between organisms and their environments. You won't believe this outrageous lawsuit. A former employee has taken his ex-boss to court, seeking a whopping $1.8 million in damages. What prompted such a hefty claim? The worker alleges that his boss had a habit of breaking wind frequently while they were together, creating a highly uncomfortable work environment. According to the lawsuit, this constant flatulence not only embarrassed the employee, but also severely affected his ability to work peacefully. Imagine trying to focus on your task while dealing with such distractions. This unusual case raises questions about workplace behavior and employee rights. Is it possible for something as human as flatulence to be deemed harassment? The lawsuit ventures into uncharted territory, blending humor with serious issues of respect and professionalism in the workplace. As courts grapple with unique cases like this, it's worth thinking about what boundaries should exist in professional settings. Is it really true that London cleaned up its River Thames? In the Victorian era, the River Thames became known for its dreadful pollution, which was so severe that it posed a serious threat to public health. The odors wafting from the river were unbearable, prompting officials to take action. Rather than engaging in lengthy debates about environmental policy, the urgent need to address the stench drove reforms. Citizens were suffering, and the government recognized that clean water was critical for health and sanitation. This situation highlighted a crucial moment in history where environmental issues directly influenced public policy. Authorities initiated projects to improve sewage systems and waste management, aiming to restore the Thames's vitality. These efforts didn't just help the river, They also laid the groundwork for modern environmental regulations. The change in Victorian London serves as a powerful reminder of how communities can respond to environmental crises and the importance of clean water for public well-being. What lessons can we learn from this historical example? Did you know alligators have a cool winter trick? When temperatures drop, these fascinating reptiles have a clever way of enduring the cold. Alligators remain still beneath the water's surface, revealing just their snouts above the ice to breathe. This unique behavior helps them conserve energy, allowing their bodies to slow down and reduce metabolic activity during freezing conditions. While it might seem like a risky move, this strategy helps them survive harsh winters in places like the swamps of the southeastern United States. By minimizing movement and staying submerged, alligators can endure long periods without food while they wait for warmer temperatures to return. It's a perfect example of how animals adapt to their environments. So the next time you hear about a frosty winter, remember how alligators cleverly keep their cool beneath the ice. Did you know about Sabac's amazing clay animations? Sabac has taken the art of clay modeling to incredible new heights, transforming simple figures into epic tales of battles and adventures. His unique style infuses life into inanimate objects through mesmerizing stop-motion animations, where each frame showcases an impressive fluidity that captivates viewers. With careful attention to detail, Sabac meticulously crafts each clay character and scene, making it seem as though they leap right off the screen. This artistic process requires patience and creativity as he captures tiny movements to create the illusion of motion. The result? A stunning visual narrative that draws you into a world where clay fighters clash and characters embark on thrilling quests. It's not just about the end product, it's an engaging journey from clay lump to cinematic storytelling. As you watch Sabac's creations, you can't help but marvel at how he breathes life into clay, turning it into a medium for storytelling that delights fans young and old. What inspires his creativity? Believe it or not, Pokémon teaches important life skills. This beloved franchise doesn't just entertain, it helps kids learn valuable lessons. Through its engaging games and vibrant anime, Pokémon encourages critical thinking and strategic planning. Players must choose their Pokémon wisely and stay one step ahead of opponents, sharpening their problem-solving skills along the way. Teamwork is another essential aspect, as trainers often collaborate to overcome challenges. The series also emphasizes core values like friendship, perseverance, and respect for nature, which resonate with fans of all ages. Kids learn that working together and supporting one another can lead to success, whether in a Pokémon battle or real-life situations. Additionally, Pokémon fosters an appreciation for the diverse creatures and environments found in nature, making it a platform for education as well. By combining fun with these important lessons, Pokémon captivates audiences while building a foundation for personal growth. Next time you catch a Pokémon, remember you're not just having fun, you're learning too. What if I told you John's name is historic? For over 4 centuries, the name John has appeared throughout history, gaining immense popularity and significance. Especially in the realm of Buddhism, this name resonates deeply. In fact, John is often considered a bridge between different cultures thanks to its use in various languages and traditions. In Buddhism, names carry a weight of spiritual meaning, with John reflecting attributes like wisdom and compassion. This is why you might find variations of the name John across Asia, from Jin to Joan, each connected to rich stories and philosophical teachings. The name has not only survived generations, but thrived, often linked to influential figures and thinkers. Just think about how many Johns have shaped our world. With such a substantial legacy, it's fascinating to consider how a simple name can span cultures and centuries, isn't it? Can you believe this spring water record? On January 24, 2024, Ma Hui from China made headlines by shattering the world record for spring water spouted from the mouth, achieving an astonishing time of 5 minutes and 51.88 seconds. This impressive feat blew away the previous record of 56.36 seconds, demonstrating not just skill, but also an incredible commitment to mastering this unique challenge. For context, spring water competitions have become popular in various cultures, showcasing the artistry and athleticism involved in launching water high into the air. To accomplish such a remarkable time, Mahoy must have endured rigorous training, perfecting the technique and building necessary lung capacity and breath control. It's a fascinating spectacle that captures the imagination, and it encourages us to think about the human body's remarkable capabilities. How does one even train for something like this, and what other records might be waiting to be broken? In a world full of surprises, this stunning achievement pushes the limits of what's possible. Here's something incredible about lanugo hair. This fine, soft hair can be surprisingly important for maintaining body temperature, particularly in harsh environments. Lanugo typically grows on fetuses in the womb, helping them regulate their warmth before birth. While it might seem like a minor feature, this delicate hair plays a role similar to body fat, acting as insulation. For individuals who struggle with maintaining sufficient fat reserves, lanugo can become their body's natural defense against the cold. It's fascinating how our bodies adapt, right? Lanugo usually sheds before birth, but some people may still have it in early childhood or during certain medical conditions. When we think about survival, every little detail counts. Lanugo is another example of how our bodies have developed ways to protect and preserve us in different situations. Have you ever heard of something so fine yet so essential? What if I told you Mars has blue sunsets? This stunning phenomenon happens because of the planet's dusty atmosphere. While we on Earth often enjoy beautiful orange and red sunsets, Mars offers a different and mesmerizing color palette. The abundant dust particles in the Martian atmosphere scatter sunlight in such a way that the shorter blue wavelengths of light become more dominant during sunset. As the sun sinks below the horizon, it shines through more of this dusty air, filtering out the warmer reds and yellows we are used to. This creates an enchanting blue glow that paints the Martian sky. So when future astronauts set foot on Mars, they might be in for quite a treat, witnessing sunsets that look like no other. Can you imagine standing on another planet, watching a blue sunset unfold before your eyes? Why exactly does Crazy Little Thing Called Love resonate so deeply? This iconic song by Queen took the music world by storm when it was released in 1979. With its infectious melody and heartfelt lyrics, it quickly climbed the charts, becoming a massive hit in America. Written by Freddie Mercury, the track showcases his incredible ability to blend rock with a sprinkle of rockabilly, creating a sound that feels both nostalgic and fresh. The upbeat rhythm is impossible to resist, drawing listeners in and making them want to sing along. Its catchy hooks and charming vibe have allowed it to endure through the decades, appealing to generations of fans. Whether at a wedding or a karaoke night, the song's joyful spirit makes it a go-to choice. Not only did it solidify Queen's place in music history, but it also left an indelible mark on pop culture. What makes this timeless classic still relevant today? Did you know printers once cost as much as cars? In the 1980s, owning a decent home printer was no small feat for families, as their prices were comparable to that of a used car. Imagine shelling out a few $100s just to print your school reports or family photos. For many, this hefty price tag made home printing a significant investment. Once families did take the plunge, they faced another surprise: the cost of ink refills. Often, the price of ink cartridges overshot the initial purchase cost of the printer itself. This left many households feeling the pinch each time they needed to replenish their supplies. As you can see, the dream of printing at home came with unexpected financial hurdles that made it less accessible. Fast forward to today, and while printers have become more affordable, the ongoing cost of ink remains a hot topic for budget-conscious consumers. So next time you click print, remember how far we've come from those days. Ever wondered how smart a parrot can be? Meet Alex, the African gray parrot celebrated as the most intelligent of his kind throughout history. Under the watchful guidance of psychologist Irene Pepperberg, Alex learned around 150 words, demonstrating remarkable abilities to identify colors, shapes, numbers, and objects. His impressive cognitive skills were comparable to those of a 5-year-old child. sparking fascinating discussions about animal intelligence. Alex's unique communication skills and understanding of concepts like same, different, and more or less challenge the way we perceive mind capabilities in animals. Sadly, Alex passed away in 2007 at the age of 31, but his legacy continues to inspire researchers and animal lovers alike. His life and intelligence not only opened our eyes to the mental prowess of parrots, but also posed deeper questions about emotional and intellectual connections between humans and animals. What other mysteries about animal intelligence are waiting to be uncovered? Did you know that Europe and Asia are one continent? This might surprise you, but Europe and Asia aren't separate landmasses. They actually form part of a single, massive continent called Eurasia. The division we often think of is mostly a historical social construct that dates back to the ancient Greeks, who created boundaries based on cultural and political differences rather than geographical facts. In reality, the land stretches continuously from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east, with no natural barriers separating these regions. This means that countries like Russia, which straddles both Europe and Asia, exemplify how interconnected these two areas truly are. So next time you look at a map, remember that the idea of continents isn't just about land, but also about the stories, histories, and cultures that evolve in these shared spaces. Isn't that fascinating? Ever thought about why we laugh so much? Excessive laughter, especially at trivial things, can sometimes point to deeper issues like loneliness. When someone laughs often, it might seem like they're simply having a good time. However, it could be a way to cover up feelings of isolation or sadness. Humor can act as a shielding mechanism, allowing individuals to project happiness while battling personal struggles underneath. For example, a person who frequently cracks jokes in social situations could be masking their feelings of being left out or disconnected from others. It's fascinating how our emotions can intertwine. Laughter feels good, but using it as a mask might indicate a need for genuine connection. Understanding this can spark important conversations about mental health and emotional well-being. So next time you hear someone laughing a bit too much, consider the stories that might be hidden behind that chuckle. What do you think they might be feeling? Did you know coconuts aren't native to Hawaii? It's surprising, but these tropical treasures actually arrived on the islands by drifting on ocean currents. Coconuts are believed to have originated from regions like Southeast Asia in the Indian subcontinent. This hardy fruit can float, allowing it to travel great distances across the water. When coconuts reach new shores, they can sprout and grow into lush coconut palms, becoming a vital part of the ecosystem. In Hawaii, they become synonymous with paradise, but their journey shows nature's amazing ability to connect distant lands. So the next time you enjoy a refreshing coconut drink on a Hawaiian beach, remember the epic voyage it took to get there. Coconuts serve not only as a delicious treat, but also as a reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet. Isn't it incredible how something so familiar can have such an unexpected origin story? Let's uncover the truth about human cells. Did you know that the largest human cell is the female ovum, which measures about 1 millimeter? This amazing cell plays a central role in reproduction, storing genetic material, and waiting for a male sperm cell to fertilize it. On the flip side, we have the male sperm cell, which is the smallest human cell, measuring just a tiny fraction of a millimeter. These two cells not only highlight the fascinating diversity in size, but also showcase their vital functions in creating life. The ovum holds the potential for life, while sperm carry genetic information that merges with the ovums. Together, they kickstart the incredible journey of human development. Isn't it astonishing how such different cells can collaborate to create new life? You might be shocked to learn that Conchetta sees 99 million colors. This remarkable ability comes from a rare genetic condition known as tetrachromatism. While most people can distinguish around 1 million colors, Conchetta's extraordinary vision allows her to perceive an astonishing variety of shades and hues. Imagine walking through a garden and being able to spot colors and flowers that others simply can't see. As a professional painter, she skillfully incorporates this unique perspective into her artwork. Each brushstroke is infused with an unparalleled depth of color, creating pieces that mesmerize viewers and evoke emotion. Conchetta's colorful world challenges our understanding of human perception, reminding us that reality can be vastly different for each person. What does it feel like to experience art in nature with such an enriched palette? Her journey offers a fascinating glimpse into the hidden complexities of vision and creativity. Ever wondered why horses seem to dance at roundabouts? This fascinating illusion occurs at a roundabout in Cedar, Saudi Arabia, where the Barrera's grid animation principle comes into play. As cars navigate the roundabout, the arrangement of the animated images creates an eye-catching effect that makes it look like horses are galloping or moving in a lively manner. This principle relies on our brain's ability to perceive motion based on arranged static images, mimicking a sequence of movement. It's not only an artistic choice, but also an engineering marvel that captivates both locals and visitors alike. People flock to see this playful visual phenomenon, often stopping to snap pictures or videos. Whether you're a fan of horses or simply intrigued by how our minds can be tricked into seeing movement, this enchanting display brings joy and curiosity to everyone who experiences it. Could this be the most fun roundabout in the world? Did you know that Thailand's colors can change your luck? In Thailand, each day of the week is matched with a particular color, creating a vibrant cultural tradition that many people eagerly embrace. For instance, if you were born on a Monday, you might don yellow, while those born on a Tuesday would wear pink. This practice reflects a belief that specific colors bring good fortune and positive energy to individuals. Many Thais enthusiastically follow this custom. You can spot them in streets or markets wearing their designated hues. This colorful wardrobe is not just a fashion statement, it's a way to connect with their heritage and express themselves. The practice also fosters a sense of community, as friends and family often coordinate their outfits, creating a lively and creative atmosphere wherever they go. So if you're ever in Thailand, don't be surprised if you see a sea of colors that seem to shift with the days. Prepare to be amazed by Greenland's dark zone changes. Between 2000 and 2012, the size of this dark zone grew by an alarming 12%. What exactly is a dark zone? It refers to areas on ice and snow that become darker due to factors like algae blooms and black carbon from wildfires far away. These darker patches lower the ice's reflectivity, also known as albedo, which means they soak up more sunlight instead of bouncing it back into space. As a result, this absorption leads to increased melting of the ice. Scientists are seriously concerned about this feedback loop. As ice melts, more dark surfaces emerge, absorbing even more heat. This cycle could potentially lead to massive disruptions in global sea levels, threatening coastal communities and ecosystems worldwide. How can we tackle these changes and protect our planet? Believe it or not, the longest foosball table exists. On September 23, 2023, a remarkable milestone in table sports was achieved in Istanbul, Turkey. Der Bremer and his creative team at KP Agency crafted an astonishing foosball table that stretches an incredible 497.5 feet. This massive structure isn't just about size. It brings a unique twist to a beloved game. Imagine playing foosball on a table longer than a football field. The table features the classic players and goals, but with extra flair, allowing more people to join in the fun. Not only did this creation set a new world record, but it also united players of all ages, promoting teamwork and excitement. The event attracted numerous spectators, eager to witness this giant of a game in action. It's a testament to creativity and the spirit of play that continues to thrive worldwide. So next time you gather friends for a fun game night, think about how this massive foosball table could redefine your experience. What other surprising records might be waiting to be broken? Why exactly does OMG have such a wild history? The term OMG has become an internet staple, but its origins stretch back to the early 20th century during World War I. This phrase emerged when people sought ways to express surprise or disbelief about the chaos unfolding around them. The abbreviation was first recorded in a letter to Winston Churchill in 1917, where a friend sarcastically remarked on the level of excitement in wartime Britain. Even back then, communication needed to be quick and efficient, leading to the use of abbreviations like OMG. Fast forward a century, and this catchy acronym has exploded in popularity with the rise of texting and social media. Today, it's used by people of all ages, from teenagers sending messages to grandparents posting online. Isn't it fascinating how a simple expression can travel through time and technology to become part of our daily routine? Get ready to explore the fun world of Lollipop. This vibrant place is all about celebrating food and drink, offering a delightful atmosphere where visitors can indulge their taste buds. At the heart of Lollipop is Amai, a quirky character who is known for her struggles with making friends. While she enjoys the delicious treats and drinks that fill the air with mouth-watering aromas, navigating social interactions proves to be a real challenge for her. Imagine being surrounded by sweets and savory dishes, yet feeling a bit out of place. Amai's journey in connecting with others adds a layer of depth to the experience at Lollipop. The more she tries to engage with fellow food enthusiasts, the more interesting her adventure becomes. Will she find her groove in this fantastic food wonderland? This charming narrative emphasizes the importance of friendship and community, showing that even in a magical place like Lollipop, it can be tough to connect and bond with others. Come discover how Amai learns to embrace her uniqueness while savoring delicious flavors. Hard to believe, but monkeys have a festival too. In Lochbury, Thailand, a unique celebration takes place every year, honoring the beloved local macaque monkeys. Since 1989, this lively festival has transformed into a vibrant event featuring extravagant banquets filled with fruits, vegetables, and delightful desserts. The festival's main purpose is to express gratitude to these monkeys for their role in boosting local tourism. Visitors flock to Lochbury each year, eager to witness the charming monkeys enjoying their feast while creating unforgettable memories. Families and tourists savor the atmosphere, sharing joy and laughter in a colorful display of community spirit. This remarkable event not only celebrates wildlife, but also promotes conservation awareness, showcasing the special bond between the people of Lochbury and their playful primate neighbors. Isn't it fascinating how a festival can bridge the gap between nature and culture? Turns out the truth is that roadrunners are real birds. These fascinating creatures are not just a cartoon character, they thrive in the arid deserts of the southwestern United States and Mexico. Known for their incredible speed, roadrunners can reach up to 20 miles per hour, zipping through the landscapes with a grace that resembles a sports car. Their long legs and unique body shape allow them to dart swiftly to catch insects, lizards, and even small mammals. With their striking black and white feathers topped with a distinctive crest, roadrunners are a sight to behold. These birds have adapted brilliantly to their environment, using their speed to escape predators such as hawks. Not only do they draw attention with their swift movements, but their quirky behaviors, like their habit of hopping instead of flying, make them unique among birds. Have you ever spotted one in the wild? Did you know Tatum O'Neal won an Oscar as a kid? In 1974, Tatum O'Neal made history when she took home the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance in the film Paper Moon. This incredible achievement made her the youngest person ever to win an Oscar in any competitive category, a record that still stands today. Tatum was just 10 years old at the time, showcasing her extraordinary talent alongside her father, Ryan O'Neal, who played her on-screen dad. The movie was a charming blend of comedy and drama, and Tatum's impressive acting skills captivated audiences and critics alike. Winning an Oscar at such a young age is no small feat, and it placed Tatum in the spotlight early in her career. Her achievement opened doors for many young actors afterwards, proving that age doesn't define talent. Today, Tatum O'Neal's win is a reminder that dreams can come true, even for kids. Isn't it inspiring to see someone achieve such greatness so early in life? Did you know that a month without alcohol can transform your health? Taking a break from drinking can lead to remarkable improvements in your body. When you abstain from alcohol for just 30 days, your liver gets a chance to heal and regenerate. This means better liver function, which is crucial since the liver helps filter toxins from your blood and produces vital proteins. Furthermore, many people experience lower blood pressure and improved heart health during this period. By skipping those drinks, you're also significantly reducing your risk of developing diabetes and other serious conditions linked to excessive alcohol consumption. Finding healthier alternatives or simply enjoying time spent without alcohol can boost your overall well-being. So why not try it for a month? It could be the first step towards a healthier lifestyle. Let's uncover the truth about crocodile survival. Crocodiles are incredible survivors, able to go for almost a year without food, thanks to their unique slow metabolism. As cold-blooded reptiles, they don't need to eat as frequently as warm-blooded animals. When food becomes scarce, like during droughts or tough seasons, they conserve energy by lying still for long periods. This remarkable ability allows them to endure harsh conditions that would be challenging for many species. Their survival strategies have helped crocodiles thrive for millions of years with little change, making them one of the oldest living species on Earth. Imagine lying still for months on end, barely moving. It's fascinating how such adaptations have shaped their existence, allowing these ancient reptiles to rule rivers and swamps across the globe. So next time you see a crocodile basking in the sun, remember how effortlessly it manages to survive against the odds. Can you imagine monks defying death with Tukdom? This fascinating phenomenon occurs when Tibetan monks die while deep in meditation, a state they call Tukdom. Unlike typical corpses, these monks often appear untouched by the decay that usually follows death. In fact, their bodies can remain remarkably intact for weeks. This intriguing situation has attracted curiosity from researchers and spiritual seekers alike, who are eager to understand the mystique behind it. Some believe that the monks enter such a profound meditative state that their physical bodies might be preserved, reflecting their spiritual discipline and level of enlightenment. The practice of meditative dying is deeply rooted in Tibetan Buddhism and serves as a powerful testament to the monks' commitment to their spiritual journey. As such rituals continue to captivate the world's interest, many ponder the connection between mind, body, and the afterlife. What could this tell us about consciousness? Believe it or not, Andrew Jackson dueled over his wife. In 1806, Andrew Jackson found himself embroiled in a monumental honor dispute that would change the course of his life. The conflict arose from a heated rivalry involving his wife, Rachel. Jackson, who was known for his fierce temper and strong sense of honor, challenged Charles Dickinson to a duel after Dickinson insulted Rachel. Duels were seen as a way to resolve disputes of honor in that era, and Jackson was determined to defend his wife's reputation. Armed with pistols, they faced off in the early hours of the morning in Tennessee. Jackson was gravely wounded in the duel, but managed to keep his composure and returned fire, striking Dickinson and killing him. This dramatic moment not only showcased Jackson's commitment to honor, but also cemented his reputation as a fearless leader. The duel remains a fascinating part of Jackson's story, revealing the intense values of the time and how personal matters could escalate into life-and-death confrontations. Believe it or not, Shakespeare invented you for you. In his playful comedy, Love's Labour's Lost, written around 1595, the legendary playwright William Shakespeare showcased his knack for language by using you as a cheeky abbreviation for the word you. This clever shortcut not only added a bit of flair to his dialogue, but also hinted at an early form of text speak that we often see today in modern communication. Can you imagine reading Shakespeare's work and encountering a character casually tossing around letters instead of words? This innovation shows that shorthand communication isn't just a recent trend. It has deep roots in literature. Shakespeare's playful use of language invites readers to explore the evolving nature of communication and reminds us that language is always changing. So the next time you dash off a quick text, remember that even the bard himself enjoyed a bit of brevity in his time. Believe it or not, Justice Ward Hunt stayed on. In 1878, a remarkable decision by U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ward Hunt made headlines. After suffering a stroke that left him unable to attend court, he chose to delay his retirement for an additional 4 years. Why would he do this? The answer lies in his determination to qualify for a full pension. This unusual situation highlighted the challenges faced by judges and their dedication to duty, even in the face of personal health struggles. Despite his inability to fulfill his responsibilities as a justice, Hunt was motivated by the financial security a pension would bring. His choice reflects a time when pensions were not as secure as they are today, and many sought to ensure they were financially stable in retirement. Hunt's story not only sheds light on the dedication of public servants, but also prompts us to think about how the systems we have in place today can affect the lives of those who serve in these critical roles. What drives individuals like Hunt to push through challenges for a sense of stability and duty? Did you know solar flares pack incredible energy? These explosive bursts from the sun can unleash as much energy as millions of 100-megaton atomic bombs. Imagine that power streaming out into space in just a few minutes. Solar flares occur when magnetic field lines on the sun snap and reconnect, releasing stored energy. This phenomenon can affect space weather and has the potential to disrupt satellite communications, power grids, and even GPS systems here on Earth. While the sun constantly emits energy through solar wind, a solar flare is much more intense and can send charged particles racing towards our planet at astonishing speeds. Most of the time, Earth's magnetic field protects us from these blasts. However, during severe solar storms, we may see beautiful auroras, also known as the northern and southern lights, lighting up the night sky, which result from these energetic particles colliding with our atmosphere. It's fascinating to think that something so far away can have a huge impact on our technology and even our skies. Ever felt the sun's energy in this way? What makes Valentina Vasilievna's life so remarkable? This Russian peasant holds the record for having the most children born to one woman in recorded history. Valentina, who lived in the 18th century, spent her life in Shuya, a small town in Russia. She is credited with giving birth to 69 children between 1725 and 1765. Valentina achieved this astounding feat through 16 pregnancies, which included multiple sets of twins and triplets. Imagine the challenges she faced raising so many children in a time when resources were scarce. Her husband, Fyodor Vasilyev, was a farmer, and together they navigated the hardships of rural life. Valentina's story stands out not just because of the numbers, but also because of the love and resilience she must have shown in caring for her large family. Today, her legacy fascinates researchers and family historians alike, sparking questions about maternal health and the dynamics of family life in the past. What drove Valentina to build such a large family against all odds? Guess what really drives America's credit card obsession? In the United States, there are roughly 2 credit cards for every person, which means about 660 million credit cards float around for a population of approximately 330 million. Many people own several credit cards to take advantage of enticing rewards and cashback offers that can help save money on everyday purchases. With this financial flexibility, however, comes a responsibility. While credit cards can ease the burden of expenses during tough times, their convenience often leads to rising levels of debt. Individuals might find themselves tempted to overspend, forgetting the importance of timely payments and budgeting. It's crucial for cardholders to keep a close eye on their spending, ensuring they don't fall into debt traps while trying to earn those rewards. So how can you enjoy the perks of credit without the pitfalls? Did you know Japan loves curry as a Western dish? It's surprising to discover that in Japan, curry isn't considered an Indian meal at all. This unique culinary perception started during Japan's long isolation, which lasted until the mid-19th century. In that era, the British brought curry to the islands, introducing the dish to Japanese palates. Unlike its spicy Indian roots, Japanese curry has evolved into a milder, thicker version often served over rice or with breaded cutlets. The Japanese embraced this dish wholeheartedly, adapting it to their taste, which created a flavorful fusion that's distinctly their own. Even today, many people in Japan see curry as a delightful Western dish rather than one linked to its Indian heritage. This fascinating example of cultural exchange shows how food can transform and adapt, sparking curiosity about how other cuisines evolve around the world. Here's something incredible about the Borsius flabellifer palm. This remarkable tree, often found in tropical regions, produces a fruit that truly stands out. With a diameter of up to 6 inches, the fruit is as large as a baseball, making it quite a sight. Its outer shell is tough and dark, shifting between black and deep brown, which protects the treasure inside. Once you crack it open, the vibrant orange-yellow pulp reveals itself, offering a delightful surprise. When ripe, the pulp is sweet and aromatic, drawing people in with its fragrance. Locals often enjoy this fruit fresh or turn it into delectable desserts and beverages. Additionally, the Borassus flabellifer palm is known for its versatility beyond just fruit. Its leaves can be used for roofing and crafts, while the trunk provides sturdy timber. This tree showcases nature's ingenuity, offering both sustenance and resources. So next time you encounter this palm, remember the amazing fruit it produces and the many ways it enriches local cultures. Have you ever tried the Japanese raindrop cake? This stunning dessert looks just like a perfectly formed drop of water, appealing to both your eyes and taste buds. Made primarily from water and agar, a jelly-like substance derived from seaweed, this cake is known for its unique texture that melts in your mouth. It's typically served with a drizzle of sweet syrup and a sprinkle of soy flour, balancing flavors and enhancing its delicate charm. The raindrop cake has gained fame not just for its taste, but also for its Instagram-worthy appearance, making it a popular treat among food enthusiasts. Originating from Japan, it invites curiosity and delight with every bite. If you're looking for a dessert that's as much an experience as it is a treat, the raindrop cake might just be your next sweet adventure. Have you made room for this delightful dessert in your culinary explorations? Prepare to be amazed by the Beatles' Philippine drama. In 1966, during their groundbreaking world tour, the legendary band encountered an unexpected twist in their adventure. They were invited to a lavish luncheon at the Malacañang Palace by Imelda Marcos, the First Lady of the Philippines, but they accidentally skipped it. This choice didn't sit well with the public and sparked outrage among fans and officials alike. Many viewed it as a snub to the country's hospitality, which led to a tense atmosphere. The Beatles faced a hostile departure, surrounded by angry crowds and heightened security. This controversy left such a mark that the band vowed never to return to the Philippines again. It's fascinating how a simple missed lunch turned into a historical moment in rock music lore. What if things had gone differently? Believe it or not, snow leopards can't roar. Unlike their big cat cousins, such as lions and tigers, these beautiful felines have a unique calling style. Snow leopards can produce a range of sounds, including growls, purrs, and chuffing, but they lack the ability to roar. This absence is primarily due to their vocal cord structure, which is adapted to the mountainous habitats of Central and South Asia, where they reside. These magnificent animals rely on their communication skills to navigate their rugged terrain, using softer calls to maintain social bonds or signal to their young. Snow leopards are solitary creatures, and their vocalizations play a crucial role in keeping in touch with each other, especially during the mating season. Protecting these elusive cats is vital as they face threats from habitat loss and poaching. So next time you think of big cats, remember the snow leopard's gentle voice and celebrate its unique charm. Surprising snow levels in Hawaii will amaze you. While Hawaii's tropical beaches often conjure images of sun and sand, you might be shocked to learn that this island paradise actually receives more snow, on average during winter, than New York. High above the warm coastlines, the magnificent volcanoes Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa tower over 13,000 feet in elevation. At these heights, temperatures drop significantly, allowing for snow to form during the winter months. This unique climate phenomenon creates a striking contrast as both skiers and sunbathers enjoy the same island at different altitudes. Picture a snowy peak under a bright Hawaiian sun, while surfers catch waves below. This fascinating blend of ecosystems showcases the incredible diversity of nature, reminding us that the unexpected can be found in the most familiar places. Who knew Hawaii would be a winter wonderland too? What if I told you black dragonfish are nearly invisible? These fascinating creatures can absorb an astonishing 99.5% of light, making them experts at blending into their dark, deep-sea surroundings. Living in the abyssal zones of the ocean, where sunlight barely reaches, dragonfish have developed ultra-black skin, which is a key adaptation for hunting. This skin helps them remain undetected by both prey and predators, giving them a stealthy advantage. Their large, luminous eyes are perfectly adapted to the dim light of their environment, allowing them to spot even the faintest flicker of movement. When they glide through the water, they do so with eerie silence, making them a ghostly presence in the depths. It's a thrilling blend of evolution and natural design that showcases just how remarkable life can adapt to extreme conditions. Isn't it amazing how nature crafts such perfect survival tools? Let's uncover the truth about Texas' past. Much of what is now Texas was once known as New Philippines during the era of Spanish colonial rule. This fascinating name reflects the complex history and cultural influences that shaped the region. In the 18th century, Spanish explorers and settlers arrived, claiming vast territories including present-day Texas. The name New Philippines originated from a desire to honor King Philip II of Spain. As Spanish settlers established missions and communities, they blended their customs with the native cultures, creating a rich tapestry of history that still influences Texas today. The legacy of New Philippines can be seen in various aspects of Texan culture, from architecture to food. Understanding this historical context allows us to appreciate the diverse roots of Texas, reminding us that the stories of the past continue to shape our present identity. Isn't it amazing how history can redefine a place? Believe it or not, Hades isn't evil. Often misunderstood, Hades is the ancient Greek god who rules the underworld, where souls go after death. While many think of him as a villain, he simply fulfills his duty as the keeper of the deceased. His realm, known as the underworld, is a unique place that ensures souls receive justice after their time on Earth. Hades is usually depicted as stern but fair, making sure that every soul is treated according to how they live their lives. Guarding this shadowy realm is Cerberus, a fierce three-headed dog who prevents the living from entering and the dead from escaping. Far from being a terrifying figure, Hades plays an essential role in the cycle of life and death, balancing the world of the living with that of the departed. So the next time you hear his name, remember that Hades is more complex than he seems. Is it really true about the Heavenly Pit? This enormous natural sinkhole, located in China's Chongqing province, is the largest of its kind in the world. Known as Tiankeng, which translates to Heavenly Pit in English, this awe-inspiring geological wonder measures about 511 meters deep and 797 meters wide. Imagine a gigantic hole large enough to fit a skyscraper inside. Formed over millions of years through erosion and collapsing limestone, the pit has a unique ecosystem filled with diverse plants and animals, some of which are found nowhere else on Earth. Explorers and scientists flock to this site to study its intriguing geology and breathtaking beauty. If you're seeking an adventure or simply a stunning natural wonder, the Heavenly Pit offers both. Have you ever seen something that massive in person? Did you know Switzerland uses temporary bridges for road repairs? This clever approach allows traffic to keep flowing smoothly, even when construction is happening. Instead of shutting down lanes and causing major delays, Swiss engineers have designed temporary bridges that can be quickly set up over work zones. This means that while crews tackle necessary road repairs, drivers can still go about their journeys with minimal disruption. The temporary bridges are not only an efficient solution, they also showcase the country's commitment to innovation in infrastructure. By utilizing these structures, Switzerland demonstrates how thoughtful engineering can combine safety, efficiency, and convenience. This method shows that road work doesn't have to mean traffic nightmares. Instead, it turns into a more manageable experience for everyone on the road. So next time you cruise through Switzerland, remember the creative solutions that keep the wheels turning and ensure that repairs can happen without the headache of long waits and detours. Believe it or not, Miguel Bernardo and Aitana star together. These two former couples have captured the spotlight in Spanish entertainment, bringing their talents to the series La Última. In this captivating show, they portray Candela and Diego, two characters with dreams of success, one as a singer and the other as a boxer. Their on-screen chemistry lights up every scene, drawing viewers into their journey as they face both triumphs and challenges. Fans love seeing Aitana navigate the emotional highs and lows of pursuing her musical ambitions, while Miguel shows off his impressive boxing skills and determination. As both actors have previously navigated the ups and downs of their real-life relationships, their performances offer a genuine glimpse into their complexities, making the series relatable and engaging. With the vibrant backdrop of the Spanish entertainment industry and the personal struggles that mirror those of many aspiring stars, La Última is not just a tale of ambition. It's a narrative that resonates with anyone who has dared to dream big. Can you picture the intensity of their performances? Explore the strength of Clapeyron and Hargabra cultures. These vibrant communities are noted for their unique ability to thrive in harmony with nature. The people of Clapeyron and Hargabra have mastered the art of utilizing their environment, which includes dense forests and flowing rivers, to sustain their daily lives and rich cultural practices. They rely on these natural resources not only for food and shelter, but also for traditional crafts and spiritual rituals, showcasing a deep respect for their surroundings. By practicing sustainable methods, they ensure that generations to come can enjoy the same benefits from their rich environment. This powerful relationship between the communities and nature illustrates their resilience and adaptability. As they combine ancient practices with modern techniques, they continue to celebrate their heritage while facing the challenges of today's world. How do these cultures inspire us to value and protect our own natural environments? Ever wondered about the incredible golden silk spider? This fascinating creature, known scientifically as Nephila clavipus, crafts a web that defies typical expectations. The silk produced by this spider is not just beautiful, it's incredibly strong, boasting strength comparable to steel. What's even more impressive is that it's lighter and more elastic than traditional materials. This combination allows the webs to withstand strong winds and heavy rain without breaking. Golden silk spiders spin their webs in open spaces, often creating large, intricate patterns that glisten in the sunlight. These webs serve a crucial purpose, catching flying insects that serve as food for the spider. Researchers are studying this remarkable silk for potential applications in medicine and technology, hoping to use its unique properties to create better materials. Isn't it amazing how nature inspires innovation and teaches us about resilience through such extraordinary creatures? Is it really true that Windows Phone had a funeral for iPhone? In 2010, the Windows Phone team threw a peculiar yet symbolic funeral for Apple's iPhone, believing that their new phone would soon eclipse Apple's sales figures. Picture a group of tech enthusiasts dressed in black, mourning the supposed demise of the iPhone, convinced that their innovative product would be the next big thing in mobile technology. Fast forward to today, and the irony is hard to miss. The Windows Phone has been discontinued, while the iPhone continues to thrive as one of the most popular smartphones worldwide. This unexpected twist in the tech saga highlights the unpredictable nature of the technology market, where even the most confident predictions can falter. It's a vivid reminder that innovation doesn't always guarantee success, and sometimes what's seen as cutting edge today may become outdated tomorrow. As we reflect on this moment, we can't help but wonder what other surprises the tech world has in store for us. Why does the polar bear's fur keep it warm? This incredible animal has a unique outer layer of fur known as guard hair. These guard hairs are not only thick, but they're also hollow, creating an effective barrier against the frigid temperatures of the Arctic. By trapping air, they act as excellent insulation, helping to keep polar bears warm even in the harshest weather conditions. But wait, there's more. Beneath this outer layer lies a dense undercoat, which adds an extra level of warmth. This thick undercoat is crucial for survival, as it helps polar bears maintain their body heat in extreme cold. This two-layer system allows them to thrive in environments where temperatures can plummet to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Beyond insulation, the guard hairs also repel water, preventing the bears from becoming soggy when swimming or hunting seals, their primary food source. Such adaptations highlight the polar bear's evolution and remarkable ability to survive one of the most challenging climates on Earth. Turns out the truth is that Venice has boat ambulances. In a city where streets are replaced by canals, traditional ambulances take on a unique form. Venice's ambulances are specially designed boats that glide through the waterways, ensuring that medical help can reach those in need swiftly. Equipped with a full range of medical supplies, these boats are staffed by trained personnel who are experts in providing emergency care while rushing patients to hospitals. This innovative approach to emergency services is crucial in a city where narrow alleys and bridges can make land travel slow and complicated. The boat ambulances not only offer quick access to healthcare, but also remind us of how ingenuity can adapt to unique environments. So the next time you think of an ambulance, imagine a sleek boat zipping through the Venetian canals, ready to save lives in style. Is it really true that trees defy gravity? Indeed, trees have a remarkable ability to transport water from their roots to the highest leaves using tiny tubes called xylem. This process relies on negative pressure, which creates a sort of suction that pulls water upwards, even against gravity. As water evaporates from leaves, it creates a vacuum that helps draw more water up from the roots. Interestingly, while most plants use the standard C3 photosynthesis pathway to convert sunlight into energy, some plants, like corn, have adopted an advanced system called C4 photosynthesis. This method allows C4 plants to efficiently capture carbon dioxide and minimize water loss, making them superior at thriving in hot, dry environments. This clever adaptation illustrates how plants have evolved to maximize their survival, showcasing the incredible intricacies of nature. Imagine how these plants work tirelessly to sustain life around us. Prepare to be amazed by Space Shuttle Endeavour's history. In 1999, the Space Shuttle Endeavour achieved a remarkable feat by manually docking with the International Space Station, ISS. This impressive maneuver marked a significant milestone in space exploration, as it was the final manual docking conducted before automated systems took over. The process required the skilled astronauts aboard Endeavour to carefully pilot the shuttle into position, showcasing their training and precision. Manual docking demanded a deep understanding of the intricate mechanics involved and an ability to respond to the dynamic environment of space. After this event, the reliance on automated docking systems became the new standard, allowing for safer and more efficient operations in orbit. This transition reflects the incredible advancements in technology, which have greatly enhanced our ability to explore the cosmos. Can you imagine navigating a spacecraft by hand among the stars? Santa's reindeer cause real traffic troubles in Finland. Every year, Finnish families get into the holiday spirit by naming each of Santa Claus's reindeer, turning this mythical tradition into a fun custom. But here's the twist. In Finland, some folks joke about needing to watch their reindeer in real life. That's because these majestic animals often roam freely, particularly in rural areas. When winter arrives and the holiday season kicks into gear, these reindeer can sometimes wander onto roads, creating unexpected traffic hazards. Locals have learned to drive cautiously, especially around dusk when the reindeer are more active. The playful naming tradition highlights a deep connection to nature and the landscape, making the humor about reindeer on the loose particularly relevant. So the next time you think of Santa's reindeer, remember that they're not just characters in a story, they're part of everyday life in Finland. It's a delightful blend of tradition and reality that adds a unique twist to the festive season. Believe it or not, flamingos have amazing leg secrets. These stunning birds are famous for their elegant one-legged stance, which often confuses many people. At first glance, it might look like they're bending their knees to rest, but that's a fascinating optical illusion. In reality, their knees are tucked away under their fluffy feathers, making it appear as if they're bending at the knee. Instead, flamingos actually flex their legs at the ankle. This unique anatomy helps them maintain balance and stability while standing for long periods, which is essential for their feeding habits. Flamingos are often seen wading through shallow waters in search of food, and being able to stand still on one leg helps them conserve energy. Their vibrant pink coloration comes from the carotenoid pigments in the food they eat, like shrimp and algae, adding to their allure. Who knew there was so much to learn about flamingo legs? Here's a wild fact about growing pineapples. Did you know that it takes a pineapple plant between 1.5 to 3 years to produce fruit? This slow-growing nature might surprise you, especially when you think about how quickly we can eat a delicious slice. In the warmth of tropical climates, a pineapple plant gets nurtured through various stages, from a tiny crown to a luscious, sweet fruit. As it slowly develops, growers have to tend to it carefully, ensuring it gets the right amount of sunlight, water, and nutrients. The longer growth period not only entertains the patience of growers, but also adds to the unique delight of tasting fresh pineapple. When you finally bite into that juicy fruit, you really appreciate the time and care that went into its creation. So the next time you enjoy a pineapple, remember the journey it took to get to your table. Hard to believe, but the Eiffel Tower just got a fresh look. This iconic landmark is proudly showing off its 23rd paint job for the upcoming 2024 Paris Olympics. The project was no small feat. It cost a whopping $60 million and required a dedicated team of 25 skilled painters. These hard workers braved the heights and worked tirelessly for 18 months to ensure the tower sparkles for both locals and visitors during the Olympics. The painting process involved carefully stripping away old layers and applying new ones to protect the iron structure from rust and wear. Each painter was specifically trained to handle the unique challenges of working on such an impressive architectural wonder and to preserve its classic beauty. As the world tunes in to watch the Olympic Games, this freshly painted Eiffel Tower will stand tall, showcasing Paris's rich history and artistry. Can you imagine the view from the top? Have you ever heard of Lake Baikal's treasure? This stunning lake, located in Siberia, is not just beautiful, but also holds a remarkable secret. It contains a whopping 20% of the world's unfrozen fresh water. That's right, Lake Baikal is the largest freshwater lake by volume in the world, holding about 23,600 cubic kilometers of water. To put it in perspective, that's enough water to fill more than 300 billion bathtubs. This ancient lake, estimated to be around 25 million years old, is home to unique wildlife, including the Baikal seal, which is found nowhere else on Earth. The water in Lake Baikal is crystal clear, with amazing visibility that can reach over 40 meters in some places. It's not only crucial for the ecosystem, but also serves as a vital resource for the nearby communities who depend on it for drinking water. Additionally, UNESCO recognized it as a World Heritage Site, highlighting its significant biodiversity and cultural importance. Isn't it fascinating how one lake can be such a treasure for both nature and people? Believe it or not, the White House had different names. Over its rich history, stretching back nearly 1,900 years, the building we now call the White House has seen its identity transform. Originally, the early American presidents were known by various titles that reflected their roles and the evolving nature of the presidency itself. In the beginning, terms like President of the United States and simply President became common as the nation took shape. But even before this, leaders in different cultures had their own unique titles. This change mirrors a growing sense of democracy and the shifting views on governance. As the role of the president expanded to include more duties and visibility, it influenced how the office was perceived. With each president, we see a gradual but profound shift in the atmosphere and respect surrounding the presidency, leading to the emblematic White House we recognize today. Isn't it fascinating how the name and perception of such an important institution can evolve over centuries? Did you know bears can hold it all winter long? This surprising fact reveals an incredible adaptation that allows bears to hibernate for months without needing to relieve themselves. Before entering hibernation, bears undergo a remarkable process. They create a plug in their intestines. This natural mechanism prevents waste from passing through their digestive system, enabling them to sleep soundly without interruptions. While in this deep slumber, their metabolism slows down significantly, often dropping by about 50%, which helps conserve energy. Their bodies efficiently utilize stored fat for sustenance until they awaken in spring. This unique hibernation process also helps protect bears from the harsh winter environment, enabling them to survive when food is scarce. When temperatures rise and food becomes available, they break this plug and resume a normal digestive cycle. It's fascinating how evolution has equipped bears with this ability, ensuring they thrive through the challenges of winter. Isn't nature's design astonishing? Did you know Margherita pizza has royal roots? This iconic dish is named after Queen Margherita of Italy, and its history is as delicious as its flavor. In 1889, the Queen visited Naples and wanted to try the local cuisine. A skilled pizzaiolo named Rafael Esposito created a special pizza just for her featuring fresh tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and basil, ingredients that represent the colors of the Italian flag. The Queen loved it so much that he decided to name it after her. This magical blend of flavors didn't just please her palate, it celebrated Italy's unity during a time when the country was still being formed. Today, margherita pizza remains a favorite worldwide, cherished for its simplicity and freshness. So next time you enjoy a slice, think of the Queen who inspired it. This might surprise you. George Foreman named all his sons George. Yes, every single one. The former heavyweight boxing champion and two-time title holder made an unusual choice for his family. With 5 sons, each bearing the name George Edward Foreman, he wanted to create a strong connection among his children. To avoid confusion, though, he refers to them by their nicknames: Big George, Georgetta for his daughter, and the rest by their birth order: Georgie G. Foreman III, and so on. Foreman's decision wasn't just whimsical, it was rooted in his love for his own name and a desire to pass it on. This unique approach has sparked plenty of conversations and even some humor, as it reflects his larger-than-life personality. Naming all his sons the same allows George to feel proud of his family lineage. But what do you think of such a bold choice? Believe it or not, kosher postage stamps exist. In Israel, a fascinating twist on everyday items includes kosher postage stamp glue, which means the adhesive used is compliant with Jewish dietary laws. This unique feature adds a layer of cultural importance to something as mundane as a stamp. For many, using these stamps can be a small but significant way to observe traditions, even in daily tasks like mailing a letter. The kosher certification of the glue reflects a deep respect for dietary practices and makes this postage option especially meaningful for Jewish communities. It's interesting to consider how such a small detail can impact one's connection to culture and identity. Plus, this illustrates the creativity found in modern-day Israel, where practicality meets tradition in surprising ways. Imagine sending a postcard with a stamp that doesn't just pay for postage, but also resonates with your values. This blend of function and faith shows how even the simplest items can hold a wealth of significance in everyday life. Who knew a tiny piece of adhesive could carry so much meaning? Here's something incredible about the impaler bird. The shrike, popularly known as the impaler bird, showcases a fascinating and somewhat gruesome behavior. This bird has a unique habit of impaling its prey, which can include insects and small vertebrates, on thorns or barbed wire. Why does it do this? By storing its food in such a way, the shrike ensures that it has a meal ready for later. This clever strategy also plays a surprising role in attracting mates. When potential partners see these impaled offerings, it's like a showcase of the shrike's hunting prowess and resourcefulness. Not only does this method serve as a practical solution for food storage, but it also doubles as a romantic display. Could you imagine impressing someone with your impressive dinner arrangements? The shrike's unusual combination of feeding and courtship highlights how diverse and intriguing animal behaviors can be, showing that nature always has a few surprises up its sleeve. Have you heard about the mysterious Beer to Whale Strip? This unusual area sits between Egypt and Sudan, caught in a tangled web of border disputes. Technically, it's a stretch of unclaimed desert, but it isn't exactly a prime piece of real estate. Picture vast stretches of sand with little life or resources to speak of. The name Beer to Whale might sound quirky, but it refers to the lack of clear ownership, making it a fascinating geographical curiosity. Border disputes in this region have persisted for years, leaving this arid land without any official claim. While it may not offer much to those seeking riches, the sheer existence of Beer to Whale raises intriguing questions about territory, sovereignty, and the human interest in land that seemingly has no value. Why would countries continue to argue over an empty desert when they could focus on more prosperous claims? The story of this untouched area speaks volumes about the complexity of borders and how they can sometimes lead to peculiar situations in our world. Why exactly does the snail take a long nap? Some species of snails possess an incredible ability to survive harsh conditions by entering a dormant state for years. When faced with unwelcoming environments like extreme heat or drought, these clever creatures can effectively shut down their biological systems. This process allows them to conserve energy and wait patiently for better times to come. During dormancy, snails can seal themselves in their shells, preventing moisture loss and protecting against predators. When conditions improve, they can wake up and resume their activities. This remarkable adaptation showcases the resilience of nature and highlights how these tiny creatures have evolved over time to cope with challenges. It's fascinating to think that while we worry about daily stresses, snails are curled up peacefully, waiting for the rain to return. Isn't it amazing how life can find a way, even in the toughest situations? Can you imagine that the Javan rhino is nearly extinct? This incredible creature, native to the lush landscapes of Java and Indonesia, faces a grim future with just about 81 individuals left in the wild. Habitat loss, driven by human activities like agriculture and urban development, has taken a massive toll on their numbers. Alongside this, poaching poses another significant threat, as these majestic rhinos are hunted for their horns despite having no medicinal value. Conservationists are working hard to save the Javan rhino, establishing protected areas and raising awareness about their plight. With only a handful of these rhinos left, every effort counts. Supporting projects aimed at safeguarding their habitat and enforcing stricter anti-poaching laws could make a real difference. Can we come together to protect this extraordinary species before it's too late? Is it really true that sharks regenerate their teeth? Absolutely. Sharks are fascinating creatures, and one of their most remarkable features is their ability to constantly regenerate teeth. Throughout their lifetime, a shark can lose and replace teeth up to an astonishing 30,000 times. This incredible process happens because sharks have multiple rows of teeth, and when one tooth falls out, the next one moves up to take its place. Sharks typically shed a few teeth during each feeding, which helps them keep their bites sharp and effective. Unlike humans who have just one set of adult teeth, sharks keep on growing new ones from a reserve located deep in their jaws. Some species, like the great white shark, can replace their teeth every few weeks. This efficient regeneration is crucial for their survival, since their diet mainly consists of tough prey like fish and seals. So the next time you see a shark, remember its impressive dental arsenal that keeps it at the top of the ocean food chain. Have you ever wondered about the Gateway Arch's true meaning? While it often symbolizes the gateway to the West, the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri, is more about history than geography. Designed as a monument to celebrate American westward expansion, it's a stunning piece of architecture rising 630 feet into the sky. People mistakenly believe it marks the exact geographic center of the contiguous United States, but that title actually belongs to Lebanon, Kansas. This fascinating detail highlights how the arch serves as a powerful historical symbol rather than a precise geographic landmark. Built between 1963 and 1965, the arch has become a beloved icon and draws millions of visitors each year. The significance of the arch lies in its representation of dreams, adventure, and the pioneering spirit that defined an era in American history. Isn't it amazing how a structure can hold such deep meaning? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Hollywood fuels enlistment. The iconic film Top Gun didn't just soar at the box office, it also significantly impacted U.S. Navy recruitment. Produced in collaboration with the Pentagon, the movie showcased thrilling aerial combat and the glamorous life of fighter pilots. Following its release in 1986, the Navy saw a sharp increase in enlistment rates, proving that a blockbuster can influence real-life decisions. They went so far as to set up recruitment tables at theaters screening the film, capitalizing on the excitement generated by Tom Cruise's character. This partnership also led to polls indicating a boost in public confidence in the military, showcasing how movies can shape perceptions. Top Gun became more than just entertainment. It became a recruitment tool, illustrating the powerful bond between cinema and real-world outcomes. So can films really change our choices in life? This might surprise you. Lord Humongous steals the show. In the post-apocalyptic film the Road Warrior, the character of Lord Humongous, with his eerie metal mask, creates a chilling presence that captivates audiences. This unforgettable villain, portrayed by actor Vernon Wells, embodies the chaos and despair of a dystopian world. The movie uses raw and gritty storytelling to reflect a society in ruins where survival comes at a high cost. Lord Humongous stands out not only for his frightening appearance, but also for his menacing demeanor, making him a nightmare for the film's protagonists. The Road Warrior is famous for its high-octane chase scenes and intense action, but it's the haunting figure of Humongous that leaves a lasting impression. Fans often appreciate how the character adds depth to the plot, fueling tension and excitement. As moviegoers navigate the gripping world of the Road Warrior, they find themselves mesmerized by the film's vivid imagery and the compelling portrayal of its villain. What do you think makes a truly memorable movie villain? Did you know hydrocolloids enhance your coffee experience? These fascinating substances play a significant role in food science, especially in making your favorite beverages like coffee and milk even better. Hydrocolloids are thickening agents that help create a smooth and creamy texture. When added to coffee, they can improve mouthfeel and make each sip feel luxurious. You might find hydrocolloids in many popular coffee drinks, from lattes to frappuccinos, helping to stabilize foam or enhance flavors. In milk, they serve a similar purpose, ensuring consistency and preventing separation, whether you're pouring it into cereal or using it in a creamy recipe. What's even cooler is that hydrocolloids can come from natural sources like plants, making them a great option for those seeking healthier food choices. So the next time you enjoy your cup of joe or a milkshake, remember that these invisible heroes are working hard to elevate your taste experience. Curious how else food science is changing what you eat and drink? Why exactly does toilet access need legal protection? In many communities, access to clean and safe toilets is a basic necessity, essential for public health and dignity. Legal protections for toilet facilities ensure that everyone has the right to use sanitary restroom services, preventing potential health crises that can arise from inadequate sanitation. For instance, in specific areas, local laws might dictate that public toilets are maintained to certain standards, safeguarding hygiene and reducing the risk of disease spread. This intersection of public health and legal frameworks not only emphasizes the importance of cleanliness, but also promotes awareness about the barriers some individuals face, especially in underserved communities. Without these protections, the most vulnerable populations, such as those experiencing homelessness, could be left without proper facilities, leading to dire consequences. So the next time you use a restroom, think about the laws that help keep those facilities available and what a difference they make in the daily lives of many. Ever seen someone in ice-cold water? Researchers have found that watching another person handle ice-cold water can actually affect you physically. This intriguing phenomenon happens because our brains are equipped with empathy mechanisms. When you observe someone dealing with a discomfort like icy water, your brain simulates that experience, almost as if you were feeling the cold yourself. This can lead to real physical responses, such as a drop in your own body temperature. Imagine watching a friend bravely plunge into a lake in the middle of winter. Your body might react by cooling down even though you're comfortably warm. This response shows just how connected we are to each other emotionally and physically. It makes you wonder how many other feelings or experiences we might share unconsciously with those around us. Discover how the Nile shaped ancient Egyptian farming. The Nile River was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, providing vital water for agriculture. Each year, the river would flood its banks, depositing nutrient-rich silt on the surrounding land. This annual flooding was so important that the Egyptians developed a sophisticated system to measure its severity. Farmers would observe the river levels and record the rise and fall of the water to predict how much crop yield they could expect. These predictions were crucial for tax calculations, influencing how much farmers had to pay to the government based on their anticipated harvests. The better the flood, the more abundance they could anticipate, and thus the system allowed for fairer taxation. It's fascinating to think that this ancient practice of measuring the Nile not only sustained their way of life, but also shaped the economy of one of history's greatest civilizations. Have you ever wondered why we never see the moon's far side? This fascinating phenomenon is due to the moon's synchronous rotation with Earth. This means that the moon takes the same amount of time to rotate on its axis as it does to orbit our planet, about 27.3 days. As a result, the same side of the moon always faces us, while the other side remains hidden. This part, often called the dark side of the moon, isn't actually dark, as it receives sunlight just like the side we see. The far side features mountains, craters, and vast plains, but remained mysterious until the Soviet spacecraft Luna 3 captured images of it in 1959. Interestingly, this unique rotation allows both Earth and Moon to experience less tidal force, maintaining a stable and harmonious relationship. So the next time you gaze at the moon, remember the hidden world lurking just out of sight. Is it really true that bacteria influence our DNA? It sure is. Surprisingly, human DNA contains about 145 genes that have come from bacteria, fungi, and viruses. This intriguing discovery highlights the fascinating complexity of our genetic makeup. Instead of being a clean slate, our DNA is like a mosaic, incorporating bits and pieces from many different organisms. Scientists believe these borrowed genes may have played a significant role in our survival and evolution, helping us adapt to changing environments and fight off diseases. For instance, some of these genes are involved in vital processes like cell development and immune responses, showing just how intertwined our existence is with these tiny life forms. The fact that our genetic blueprint includes foreign elements from outside our species raises exciting questions about the nature of life itself. How did these genes make their way into our DNA? What other mysteries lie within our genes? This ongoing research not only sheds light on our origins, but also opens new doors in medicine and genetic engineering. Have you ever heard of window knockers in Manchester? In the 1950s, residents of this bustling city faced a common problem: oversleeping. To tackle this issue, people hired individuals known as window knockers to ensure they woke up on time. These knockers would walk around the neighborhoods at predetermined hours, giving a gentle rap on people's windows, signaling it was time to rise and shine. This quirky job was essential in a time when alarm clocks were not as ubiquitous or reliable as today. Imagine the sound of a soft knock breaking the morning silence, followed by the voices of neighbors waking up to greet the day. The practice not only helped folks get to work or school on time, but also created a communal spirit as people relied on each other for punctuality. This nostalgic aspect of life in Manchester reflects how creativity and human connection can solve everyday problems. With technology now at our fingertips, it's hard to believe that simply knocking on a window was once a crucial service. What other unusual jobs have you heard of from years past? Believe it or not, Adam Lyons has two partners. This London man has formed a unique polyamorous relationship with Brooke Shedd and Jane Chalaka, creating a close-knit family unit where love flourishes. Adam, Brooke, and Jane have chosen to live together, raising their children in an environment rich with affection and shared responsibilities. Currently, they have 2 kids and are excitedly preparing for the arrival of a third. Their story showcases the different ways people can build families and relationships, proving that love isn't one size fits all. Instead of traditional norms, this trio emphasizes open communication and mutual respect, allowing each partner to feel valued and cherished. While polyamory can sometimes come with challenges, Adam, Brooke, and Jane demonstrate that with transparency and dedication, it can also lead to happiness. They actively navigate daily life, blending their unique personalities to create a nurturing space for their children. Isn't it fascinating to see how love can take on many forms?